Hi guys, it's Miss Valdez, your friendly school psychologist, and I am here to share one of my favorite Dr. Seuss stories with you called Gertrude McFuzz. There once was a girl bird named Gertrude McFuzz, and she had the smallest plain tail ever was. One droopy droop feather, that's all that she had, and oh, that one feather made Gertrude so sad. For there was another young bird that she knew, a fancy young bird named Lolly, and instead of one feather behind, she had two. Poor Gertrude, whenever she happened to spy Miss Lolly flying by in the sky, she got very jealous. She frowned and she pouted. Then one day she got awfully mad and she shouted, "This just isn't fair. I have one. She has two. I must have a tail just like Lolly. So there's Miss Gertrude and there's Lolly. Gertrude has one. And there's the So she flew to her uncle, a doctor named Dake, whose office was high in a tree by the lake. And she cried, "Uncle Doctor, oh please do you know of some kind of pill that will make my tail grow?" "Tut, tut," said the doctor, "such talk, how absurd. Your tail is just right for your kind of bird." Then Gertrude had tantrums. She raised such a din that finally her uncle, the doctor, gave in. And he told her just where she could find such a pill, on Pillberry Vine, on top of the hill. "Oh, thank you," chirped Gertrude, and she flew right straight to the hill where the Pillberry grew. So there she is talking to her uncle, not happy with her tail feather. Yes, there was the vine, and as soon as she saw it, she plucked off a berry. She started to gnaw it. It tastes just awful, almost made her sick, but she wanted that tail, so she swallowed it quick. Then she felt something happen. She felt a small twitch, as if she'd been tapped down behind by a switch. And Gertrude looked round and she cheered. It was true. Two feathers, exactly like Lolly. Then she got an idea. "Now I know what I'll do. I'll grow a tail better than Lolly. These pills that grow feathers work just fine." So she nibbled another one off of the vine. So see, she wasn't happy with two. She's gonna get another one. She felt a new twitch. And then Gertrude yelled, "Three! Wee! Miss Lola has only two. I have three." When Lolly sees this beautiful stuff, she'll fall right down flat on her face, sure enough. "I'll show her who's pretty, I certainly will, while I'll make my tail even prettier still." She snatched at those berries that grew on the vine. She gobbled down 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And she didn't stop eating young Gertrude McFuzz till she'd eaten 3 dozen. That's all that there was. She ate all the berries. Then the feathers popped out with a zing, with a zang. They blossomed like flowers that bloomed in the spring, all fit for a queen. What a sight to behold. They sparkled like diamonds and gumdrops and gold, like silk, like spaghetti, like satin, like lace. They burst out like rockets all over the place. They waved in the air and they swished in the breeze, and some were as long as the branches of trees. And still they kept growing. They popped and they popped until long about sundown, when finally they stopped. "And now," giggled Gertrude, "the next thing to do is to fly straight home and show Lolly. And when Lala sees these, while her face will get red, and she'll let out a scream and she'll fall right down dead." So look, oh my goodness, it's a lot of feathers. Then she spread out her wings to take off from the ground. But with all of those feathers, she weighed 90 pounds. She yanked and she pulled and she let out a squawk. But that bird couldn't fly, couldn't run, couldn't walk. And all through that night, she was stuck up on that hill. And Gertrude McFuzz might be stuck up there still, if her good Uncle Dake hadn't heard the girl yelp He rushed to her rescue and brought along help. She has too many feathers and they're too heavy. To lift Gertrude up almost broke all their beaks, and to fly her back home, it took almost 2 weeks. And then it took almost another week more to pull out those feathers. My, Gertrude was sore. Fly her home. And finally, when all of the pulling was done, Gertrude, behind her, again, just had one. That little one feather she'd had as a starter. But now that's enough because now she is smarter. So she realized she should be happy with the one little tail feather she has. And that is just one of my favorite Dr. Seuss stories out of many, but I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys. Thanks, and I'll see you later.